John Cruz here with another tackle shop tour. We're up here in Highland, Arkansas, right near Hardy. And I tell you, we stopped at ROX Outfitters right up here. Family-owned business. You have got to come in here and check this place out. Unlike any place you've probably seen. All right, when you walk in the door, we got a little bit of everything in here, and I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you, Pro Guide batteries, that's what comes in my basket. So every good tackle shop, make sure you have marine batteries so you can get going. But like I said, they got a little bit of everything. They got Kavu purses. I mean, these like high-end purses right away, but you know what? It's a tackle shop, but right over here, there's fishing clips. It's a hair salon. Check this out, a little one-staller. Don't mind Roxy here, the big old Roxy. But check it out. You can come in here, get your hair cut, men or women. Women, you can do color, whatever you need. Miss Lucy will fix you up. Certified cosmetologist. I mean, she'll get you going. I mean, how about that for a cool tackle shop tip? You say, honey, I'm just gonna go get my hair cut and buy a bunch of tackle. So that's pretty cool. Plus, or you could just bring your significant other. They wanted to get their hair done, and then you can shop while they get their hair done. Be like, no, I'll wait for you, honey. It's no big deal. And then you can come in here and see all the cool stuff that they have. Of course, they've got new canoes, high end, top end. One of the best seats in the industry in that canoe. They're made in Washington State, so made in the USA, really well built. They've got like essential oil type insect repellent. No BS. This is all high-end shop. So we're gonna get right into the tackle now. Of course, they got a little selection of Livingston lures. We're just gonna go around some of these islands. Got your KVD XD crankbaits. Got your 8XDs, 6XDs. Make sure you gotta have those. Come on around this side. Got your KVD 2.5s and 1.5s. Gotta have those square bills, and they got the extra deep square bills as well. And then you keep coming on around. Got some KVD jerk baits. You gotta have your rogues and your spooks. You got a few other topwater baits along there. In this other island right here, of course, you got the gem shad, the new jewel deal. It's really cool because they've got the lead head, and then the rest of it is clear plastic, so it doesn't waste any space. And those edges are super sharp, so when you stick a swim bait on there, they lock in. And then they've got the spinnerbait version of it. You can put a little swim bait on it. Got a few other random baits there. Got a few Guggen baits here, a few bomber, cotton cordell baits there, a few Shadowlicious swim baits over here. And then you get over here, it's the new hot items. Got a bunch of mega bass. Look, they've got dark sleepers. What? Dark sleepers all the way up to the 1 ounce. Got a 1 ounce down to the little guys as well. Got some Guggen baits, and of course you got your Kitex fat impacts. Then you're gonna flip around to the other side real quick. Got some jigging spoons. They got some of their ROX Outfitters. They got some of their own brand stuff in here. It's pretty cool. Got A-rigs, different ones. Got some jigs that they make as well. But we're gonna spin around over here. They've got a really good mega bass display. Got a bunch of 110s. They got the juniors, they got the regulars, they got the plus 1s, they got the plus 2s, or whichever ones you want. And they've got the mag draft freestyles. They've got the new one, the white one. They also have mag drafts, brownie. They have a website, so if you see something that you like, you can either call the store or get on the website, roxoutfitters.com. So they actually have mag drafts. So when you see it, call them, click on there. You got mega bass. You got more mega bass over here. You got the silent version ones. I've got a few of these. They don't have the weight transfer system in them, but they're silent. A little different. Sometimes the fish get kind of keyed into those rattles. And then you get trick darters, all kind of different stuff. You got some of the boom boom weedless swim baits down there as well. Got some of the giant mag drafts, and then we'll hit these other end caps. So you got some of the pure, some of the comeback jig, some other Strike Kings, the Rage swimmers there. I got some of their own tungsten here, Elite Tungsten with the ROX Outfitters brand on it. Pretty cool there. Tokyo rigs, got to stay on top of everything. They got those Tokyo rigs. Come over here, you got a little hook selection here. You got a bunch of your Carolina rig type weights up here. You got all your slider heads, Ned locks. Of course, you got your missile baits, Warlock jig heads, and then you got your Gamakatsu and some trapper hooks as well. And then look, they got the crappie baits. They got the old monkey milk over here, Bobby Garland. If you're going crappie fishing, just get the monkey milk and be done with it. They'll tell you here. They'll tell you here. Got a few things for fly fishing because we're not too far from the White River. Got a lot of good fishing in the rivers around here. Spring River's right over the way. Got Z-Man, bunch of Z-Man here and there. The TRDs. They got the TRD craws, TRD minnows. They got some of the hula sticks over there. Good selection of Z-Man. They sell a bunch of Z-Man, which is kind of a requirement. They got this Motivated. This is a local deal. Motivated Bait Company. They make their own swing heads, and that's a 3/4 ounce with like a long shank, wide gap hook in it. Different. Never seen it before. Love it. Love that kind of stuff. So as you come in, they got some right bite jigs. Got your scent markers, and then more Z-Man over here, kind of finishing that up. Got some of the shroom micro heads. Got some more just all the different Ned heads you might need. They got a bunch of right bite tubes. Don't see these in a lot of shops. They got everything from the 4-inch, 3.5, and the 2 3/4, the little guys. And then it's got some more of the Motivated soft plastics they make. And then look over here, you got your structure bugs, which again, put that thing on a biffle head. You go to town. You got some tubes from the coffee tubes from Strike King. And a lot of the more Strike King soft plastics and jigs up there, the little bitsy bugs. Strike King red eye shads and some rattle traps, kind of like required material there. Just rolling right through. Over here to the other side, you got more KVD perfect plastics. You got the Zero. You got some Dream Shots over here. You got some more of the bigger football jigs for the ROX brand, and got some of the caffeine shads over here. The big bull worm. Looking over here, you got the Mega Bass Spark Shad. Got a good different selection of those. Got some of the Picasso bladed jigs, Picasso jigs in general. Some of the different Picasso spinner baits and jig heads that they've got to offer. And we're getting into the zoom over here. Got the mag trick worm, the mag and the regular finesse worm, G-tails. Got more finesse worms over here. A bunch of different colors. You got Cajun crawl. Check that out. It's kind of got it's like a smoke with orange flake in it, maybe copper flake. They got the mag finesse worms and sungill. That's a good looking color right there. And then of course you're going to finish it out with the rest of the zoom over here. Everything from your big mag, super flukes, brush hogs. They got everything, a little bit of everything that you need for your. And then they get, of course, got to have some dirt. The actual color is called dirt. It's like a pumpkin with orange and green flake in it. Pretty cool. Then you turn around over here, and this is the Kitech section. Got a lot of the smaller Kitechs. A lot of river fishing around here, and on the lakes they'll throw a lot of the Kitechs. Don't have a lot of the bigger ones, but man, they got a really good selection of all the smaller Kitechs. Gonna keep on moving right around here. You finish out the zoom. Of course, they got some of the mag 2s and some more trick worms. Watermelon moon dust, good looking color you don't see very often. We're brown orange swirl. It's a color I really like. I haven't fished that in a while, to be honest with you, but that's a good color. More mag trick worms and some different colors there. Got some of the different Plano boxes that you might need. Got line, whatever line options you might need. You got the G-force handles if you need some of those. Now see, this is a sign of a high-end tackle shop. I have not seen Tatsu in a tackle shop in a while, and I can name the tackle shops that I've seen Tatsu in, and they're all good high-end tackle shops. Tatsu is a really high-end brand. Most places carry the lower end cigar stuff, but then they got also have some P-line, and then you get to the goods around the corner over here, and then you got the real deal. You got the Sunline Sniper, and again, same thing for the shooter. I mean, I promise you, that 14-pound shooter, that's what I rely on when I'm fishing in tournaments. And the shooter there is not a better fluorocarbon made, period. It is the Sunline shooter. Love that stuff. And they've got a good selection of that. You put 25-pound shooter on, flipping, done. The fish are coming out. So that's cool to see. And they got a little silver thread over there as well. But then we're just going to kind of work around to the outside. Got some 2X baits, some of the Kitech salty core, a few yum dingers. I saw a bunch of yum dingers on this other side as well. Got a few more odds and ends, zoom and net bait, a few Kitech crazy flappers. But they've got a big display of duo. Got a bunch of different spin baits. If you're looking for spy baits, you may want to look ROX Outfitters. And then they got a good selection of the jerk baits as well, and some of their soft plastics. And they got some of the grande bass, the old ribbed rattlesnake. That's a neat bait. I've caught some fish on that years ago. Hadn't fished it in years. Got some. Of course, you got to have your whopper ploppers. They got some good stuff. Got the Jackal flick shakes. Got a good little selection of reaction beavers, some skinny dippers, some little dippers. Then you get into the heat right over here in the hard baits, Spro. You got a good selection of rock crawlers. You gotta have some good selection of rock crawlers in this part of the country. Of course, you got your Little Johns. You got your mixed sticks up there. So a few frogs up on the top. You gotta have your Spros in this part of the country. And then you got old school and new school up here. You got your culprit, ribbon tails, and then you got your new school. You got your Daiwa. Actually, Yamamoto makes these for Daiwa, the little Neko rig worms. It's a habit. And then look, check this out. They got the old crawling fry from Arky. This is old school, dude. I caught fish on this thing in high school. Check this out. It's a centipede with like 100 legs on it. That is a Carolina rig bait right there. You want something a little bit different looking? They've got it in here. That little Arky crawling fry. Man, I hadn't seen one of them things in years. That's really cool that they have those in there. But you're gonna turn around here, and when you want to get serious about your tackle, get right over here in this missile bait section. As you can see, the jig area of missile jigs have been beat up pretty good. Good selection of headbangers, mini flips, and flip outs, and they have been beat up pretty good. And then they have got a fantastic selection of our entire line. They've got pretty much everything that you want for missile right here on this wall, and they got it on the ROX Outfitters website as well. I mean, just about everything you could ask for, from the Shockwave 48 Crawfather, D-bombs, baby D-bombs, bomb shots, Ned bombs, all the colors, drop crawls, fuse. I mean, you name it, they got the goods over here for the with the missile baits. And of course, they're nailing it just the right price. So we're just gonna keep rolling around here. You got a few Strike King spinner baits rolling around here. They got a few robo worms, but I'm gonna show you something interesting. They've got some colors that you don't see too often. This is Chartreuse Magic. That is a different looking color. You don't see that very often. And then this other color right here, JN Semper Fi. You don't see that very often. It's like a green and kind of pink. Dude, you don't see that very often. Love that. Love that the shops find the hard to find colors, and that's what they end up stocking. And then you got to have your biffle bugs. In this part, you know, that's a big deal. Horny toads for your buzz baits and for buzzing, and noisy flappers, and your zoom frogs down there as well. But we're just gonna sneak on over here, and we got the Yamamoto section on this side and this side, and they've got a good double tail grub and Senko selection. A little bit of everything. Gotta have you some War Eagles. Get on that shad spawn bite, boy. You better be having you some kind of spinner bait on. They got a good little selection of War Eagle, just a little sample for whatever you need. But we're gonna walk on back here and show you the rest of this tackle shop. They've got all kind of neat things just for the fishing lifestyle. Like that's just what they're big on. They've got some closeout items right here, but then they've got high-end, nice rain gear. They've got all kind of paddles, and again, I told you about the new canoes up front. They've got a bunch right here that they just got in stock. And check this dude out. This is a replica of the world record alligator gar, and the only other replicas are in possession of Bass Pro Shops. So this is the only independent tackle shop you'll ever see one of those. And look right behind him, you'll see the carp, the little koi pond, right inside the store. Check that out. You got catfish swimming around in there. You got some koi, little goldfish. That is really cool. You do not see that very often. And as we're coming up here, they got a good selection of knives, good selection of Strike King sunglasses. Got a bunch of optical sunglasses over there as well. We're gonna just keep working all the way around. They've got Daiwa and Abu Garcia reels. Got a few Shimano reels, and they'll obviously get anything that you would want. They got some of their own ROX Outfitters rods, and then they've got a bunch of different casting rods. And I can see it right here. This is my money maker. The John Cruz drop shot rod from Cashin. The counterbalance weight. You put a reel on there, and it balances just right there where you hold it. Right where I hold it. That's a money maker right there. They've got the Cashin rod, whatever you need. Put that back in there, and you got a few loose rods over here, but mostly they got some Gerber knives, and then they've of course got the world's best underwear, according to Joe. He said this will change your life, 30-day guarantee. But they got cool stuff like that. They got all kind of different apparel, a bunch of aquafly apparel, a southern shirt. That's what I'm talking about. It's like good lifestyle right there, lifestyle type stuff. And they got all kind of local soaps, fragrances, jewelry, neat stuff that you can get gifts for your significant other potentially, or if you bring your significant other, they can shop in there and enjoy themselves while you hook up a bunch of tackle and load it up right here. We're gonna go around here, and then you can pick up some ROX Outfitters gear as well. We're gonna go around here and introduce you to Carter and Lucy. Say hello.
Hey guys.
So when you come in, you can look for them. They'll get you all set up. Got Joe back there, ready to rock and roll. But again, family-owned tackle shop, really cool, good gear, high-end, whatever you want, right here in northern Arkansas. Stop by, and again, don't forget about the website, ROX Outfitters. So this has been another tackle shop tour. John Cruz, we'll see you later.